Okay, so next thing you want to do after you have created your floor plan, your furniture plan schedule, furniture schedule is to first create the roof so that we can create eventually the elevation. So here we have the roof plan, and we place the roof plan in the roof layer. So a roof layer uh, should be generic. A roof, for example, AE, like where this line is, actually means a elevation north. So this is not in the elevation north roof. So for floor plan, you can always say A01 roof, but it's not the ground floor. So 01 is for the ground. So we say a roof. Okay, that's where you want to place your roof line. When we're creating the roof line, we normally first do a setback. So in this scenario, we have a setback of uh, distance. I think this one is 800 millimeters, right? So 800 millimeters. So you can say 800. Let me just hide this here. So we have 800 all around. Once you have the offset of 800 all around, the next thing that you want to do is to create a 45-degree line. Okay, so 45-degree line from the intersection or intersections. So you have 45-degree line, they will meet, and then you can connect the meeting point, which is the tip of the roof. Okay, so that's the tip of the roof. So you have a line going across, connecting the two sloping or 45-degree angle line. The reason why we do 45 degrees so that you have a nice miter joint here. So it's a lot easier for contractors to build at a 45-degree angle here, so they can connect that. You can do different angles, but it will be a lot harder for contractors to build that. Okay, so once you have done with your 45-degree angle, then you can straight stretch that 45-degree line up to where you can draw your first uh, ground line. So this one here, so the ground line is of course a lot farther away from the building, so that the heights, which you can see here, of the elevation will be beyond the building. You don't want it to be too close the building. Let me close this. I think so we have more space. Okay, so there you go. So you can take a photo of that, and those are the different levels for the building. Okay, so once you have created the first ground line, you normally would work on the south elevation. This is called the south elevation. From here, you are looking straight to the building, and you are standing at the south side, which is right here, and you're looking at the south elevation. So from there, you'd like to create a guideline. Uh, I don't, I don't, I don't think the guidelines are being shown here. So we normally have a layer for the guideline. Okay, so ground hatch, and then let's see, guideline, none. Okay, so normally you would have one called guideline. So to prepare before you start drawing, you'd like to create the different layers. So let's look at the layers. So here we have it's showing all the used layers. So we want to first go to the south elevation. And these are the layers for the south elevation. These are the colors and the line type. So it's on, it's not frozen. There's a color. It's printable. It's not locked. And these are the line type and the color. And these are the name for the south elevation. So you can start with AE, normally S, okay? AES, that means architecture elevation south. So you have AE, so you can say AE south door, ground, hatch, roof, wall, window. So those are the basic layers. Now, you also, like I said, would like to have a guideline layer. So what's that guideline going to be used for? So let's go to the all used layers. And I'm sure there's no ground line here or guideline here. And you can, well, pretty much use layer 0 for that if you like. So you're not creating too many layers. So make that the current layer. Oops, just a second. Make that the current layer. Let me put this. Oops, sorry. Not that. This one here. Let's put that there. Okay, and let's hit escape. And then, okay, so we're in layer 0. Uh, Create the guidelines. So line, and then you go down. So you've created the 45-degree angle, you created the roof. Now you're projecting down, and that those dimensions will come from your floor plan. Now, once you've projected down, you want to make a copy. So from here to, we're going to see this. We're actually going to see the window sill, but it's a small detail for a elevation. You might not want to show that. So we'll skip that and just go to that intersection at the wall. Okay, so you do that. And then here, of course, we want to show the window, the frame, the other frame. Okay, so those are the guidelines. And the end of the seal. And then here again. Okay, there. And then this window will be seeing it. So we project it down. And then from there, we see the corner. And then here. Okay, so that's pretty much what you'd like to do to project. And notice that they are projected exactly where, oops, notice that this one is not aligned. Okay, so there's a disconnect between the frame and the frame at the floor plan. So they should be the same. Okay, but otherwise they're pretty much connected. I guess in the elevation there was a change order, and the line or the thickness of the frame is now thinner. It looks better, but again, we need to change the one at the floor plan. Okay, so once you have created the height, you can offset this up, offset to this dimension, and then you can connect all of those lines to do your elevation. Now, the slope or the angle of this is not necessarily 45 degrees. Once you have established the top of the fascia and the height of the roof, you now need to, I think I'm missing a line here. So copy this guideline to project it downward again. So copy this to that roof top, the tip of the roof. So we need those, okay? So we need that. We also need this one here, that one there, okay? And that's where we got this intersection. So we simply, with the height of the roof at 1700 in this case, and the line from the floor plan, okay, once we connect the two, that will be the slope of our roof right here. And of course, it will go to our main roof, which intersects nicely to the top of this intersection. And then here, we again offset this by this much, the height of the roof, once we get the tip of the fascia, and then we connect this to where it intersects our projection, which is this one right here. Okay, so we projected this down. Oops, not that. Okay, something is wrong. Something is wrong. It should be projected to here. Okay, to there. That's where the intersection is. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, technically, this here should go there. Okay, and of course, because that's shortened, then that should be shortened as well. And the hatch should also be adjusted. Okay, that's how you adjust that. Now here, something's wrong as again, right? So where do we get that? From here, from this line. Okay, it should actually connect to here. So if we go here, we should actually move this to there. Okay, and then here, adjust the hatch to there, and then connect this. Okay, that's our roof. Now, uh, having said that, okay, escape. So what happens here? Well, two things. Number one, this actually should connect to the roof. Okay, but it's saying that we're supposed to connect only up to here, and then there's that connection there. Okay, so that means technically this here is not dictated by what height you're giving. So you should first start with the main roof, and then move this. Okay, that line should be here. That's where it will meet your main roof. So this small roof here will meet at that intersection. So we need to move this from here to there, because that's how high it should be, only up to that height. Okay, and then we can then adjust this to here. Okay, so that's the projection. And then this line here should be to there. Okay, so we're correcting this drawing right here uh, based on what we have in the floor plan. So that's easy. That's the beauty of creating this in AutoCAD. There you go. Okay, and then of course the line, okay, that's the dimension line, should go up to there. Okay, so that's how you create your roof plan. And now we have to update that slope as well. Now, the hatch, it's best to turn off. So the hatch belongs to the what layer? So A, E, it should not be W, okay? So this should be S, A, E, W hatch. Because this is the AES, sorry, AES hatch. Because this is the south elevation we're working on. So there should be an AES hatch. Okay. And then you create that hatch pattern uh, or apply that hatch pattern. Okay. So there are different hatch patterns here that you can select. And there is this I think, yeah, that's the one. So if you do not have the hatch pattern, use something similar, okay, or something useful. Maybe just straight lines. That should be enough, okay, for hatch patterns. Okay, and then you can also add a hatch pattern here, and you can complete your window. Now, from there, you can now maybe use a different layer as your current, and then turn off the guideline layers so you can see your elevation. You can add your leader lines and then add the different finishing material by going to the annotate tab. We did leader before, and create multi-leaders. So those are some of the materials that you can use. Glass window in aluminum frameworks. Okay. Again, you need to change this based on the guideline, or yeah, guideline that we were projecting. Always project from the uh, floor plan. So that's the south elevation. The next video will show you how to do the other elevations.